it's Pamela. Welcome to my channel if you're new. My hair is still drying, but I thought I would sit down and do the vlog that I wanted to do like 2 days ago, but I had insomnia, so I waited to do it till now, which is also why I'm late with this upload. I'm trying to be more consistent, but sometimes life happens. I'll just leave it at that. I said in my last vlog, I think, that I wasn't working, but guess what? On Monday, I got a job, and it was my second job of the year. Looking at it that way, it's not such great news, but it is great news. I can look at it in a pessimistic way, where it's like this year has been a total flop. Like, beginning of the year, January, I was sick the entire month. I haven't been on vacation in forever. I got sick. And then the job that I thought was going to be several days ended up being 2 days of fittings and then 1 day of work. So in total this year, I've been to studios for 4 days, but technically I've only worked 2 days. So this year has been not my year and also not anyone's year. What I wanted to talk about in this vlog is what it's like on set right now for a background performer, because that is what I'm currently doing. There's nothing wrong with that because I am union and the pay is it's pretty good. Since the industry's been back, they've been booking people in advance. The guy I'm dating just did a movie and I asked him, like, can you get me in to be background in the movie just so I can work? And he called me back with bad news saying that the background, which was like 2 or 5 people, I can't remember, they were booked before production started. So people were being booked to be the small amount of background performers for the production. So they weren't asking anyone outside of that little background bubble. So I was surprised when I was asked to work the next day. So I was asked on Sunday if I could work on Monday. This is how it usually works. Sometimes you're asked the night before in regular times. So I think that they're back to the whole like last minute bookings thing, which is the lifestyle that in this industry you learn to live. I had insomnia the night before. I didn't sleep a wink. I kept picking up my phone to look at the time. It was like 2 a.m. and then it was 2:45 a.m. and then it was 3:15 a.m. then 3:45 a.m. and then I picked up my phone and it was 5:26 a.m. and my alarm was gonna go off in 3 minutes. And I wanted to cry because I knew that I didn't sleep a wink. I just laid in bed in the dark with my eyes closed the entire time, knowing the next day I'm going to be so exhausted and it's my first day going back to work in forever. And it didn't go as bad as I thought it would, so I'm hoping the next booking that I get, the insomnia isn't a thing. When I got to work, I had to go into a tent and have my temperature taken. I also had to sign a form, and then they gave me a wristband and I went to holding. Before in background holding, they would put a ton of people to tables, like too many people to a table. So like someone would be on the corner with a tiny amount of space. So they would try to jam in as many people as they could into small spaces, which I always hated. Well, now they're giving everybody their own table and you have space to put your bag and all your stuff and your lunch and everything. So that's the one amazing thing that's going on right now. Anyway, so got our own personal table. We could take our mask off at the table because we're far enough away from each other, which was great for me because sitting there in the mask, I can't explain what happens. I just feel like I start to feel a little dazed. If you get up and go anywhere, you have to put the mask on, and yeah, so any interaction with people, you guys wear the mask unless they're calling rolling. So before I get to that, let's talk about hair and makeup. So hair, easy, you keep the mask on, but with makeup, you have to obviously take the mask off. Anyway, going to set, you wear your mask at all times when you're around people, and you take it off as they call rolling. The medic gave us our own personal little Tupperware containers, so we would take our mask off, put it in here, only the mask, nothing else goes in this box, and I have to hold on to it and bring it back to set next time I'm there. So this is my little set box for my mask. So you put your mask in when they call rolling, and then you hide it. For the role that I had in this production, it was a little difficult to move around because I was in costume, so we were taking our mask off a little in advance. But we were in a place where no one else was. It was just me and a friend of mine. We were in a place away from everybody, so it wasn't much of a risk. So we were taking off a little bit before rolling, hiding our box and getting back to our places. And we performed, we did it. I can't say what it was, but it was a good day. Unfortunately, we got rained out. So we did, I think, 3 takes and our day was done. But we sat around for hours just waiting to go back to set. But the rain wouldn't let up, so we ended up having a very easy day. But I think they got the take perfectly, and that's show business for you guys. We were told that we could have been booked the next day, and I was so excited to get 2 days from one job, but then we got canceled, which happens sometimes. Another thing, when you go to set to a new production, there's a bunch of paperwork. You have your voucher that you fill out, proof of residency that you would usually hand in hard copies, but they've moved electronic with all those things, which I think is great because so many times I forgot to print it out, or I remember I didn't have a printer and I didn't have time to go get it printed. I've never understood why you couldn't just email it anyway. Why would they need a piece of paper? It doesn't make it more official. Do you know what I mean? And they would keep the original copy, so it's not like you could take the original document and give it to them because they would take it. That part never made sense, so I'm happy that has moved electronics. We just email all the paperwork. I'm hoping that it stays this way. It also leads to a lot less waste, and we're not printing things when they're just going to keep it in an electronic file anyway. You know what I mean? So set during our current times, not so bad. I kind of prefer it. You get personal space. They're moving things electronic. I don't mind it. The only thing is a lot of people rely on background, but if you can do other work, you don't have asthma, if you have other jobs, focus on the other jobs because it's gonna be a lot less work. I'm just hoping I get lucky that I can keep working and I can get booked as much as I can get booked this year. I know that my earnings are going to be significantly less, but you know what? I'm so happy to be back. I do have to say that background is a great way to enter into the industry because you don't have a lot of responsibilities and you have the opportunity to really observe what a film set is like. Just remember, don't approach the actors, don't approach the director. You can be a huge fan, just admire them from afar. If they come talk to you, then, you know, talk to them, but don't act like a fan. Yeah, you could learn so much. I love working in this industry. To be honest, it's really all I want to do. And doing these vlogs, actually, I've discovered that I do enjoy editing and I just like being in front of the camera. I do like being behind the camera and in front of the camera. So let's see what ventures I can go through. I don't know. This is again my current situation brain. I don't know why I'm voguing. That's it for this video. If you made it this far, please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. That's everything. Thanks for watching.